Hello and welcome to Lady Di's Book Club. I am so happy that it is May and the sun is shining and our poinciana trees are bright and blooming right now. They always make me smile. But you know what really makes me smile is a fun book. And I love thrillers. I love anything spy novel. I love the intrigue, and I've always just been totally fascinated with government workings as far as international goes. You know, the day to day politics, not so much, but the international scene I've always loved. So I got to read this really fun book. I just pulled it off the shelf because of the name. Okay, the title of the book is what caught my eye, and it is The Devil's Bible by Steve Berry. I didn't notice anything about it. I just liked the title, The Devil's Bible. Yeah, it's a thriller. I didn't even read any of it. I just grabbed it and go. That's what I did at library. I went, da 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 da, get it. That's what I do. So I've never read Steve Berry before, and it was just pure entertainment. Even though there's a lot of backstory because it is a Cotton Malone novel, and I've never read any of the Cotton Malone series because obviously I haven't read Steve Berry. There's a lot of backstory in there also where it's necessary, and he does a real good job with indicating backstory because it's in italics, and it's actually pretty short. I didn't mark any pages, so I'm not going to fumble through and find one for you. And the thriller prose is the thriller prose. There's nothing really for me to read to you about it being so good. The interesting thing though about this one was it was set in Sweden, and it ended up being about a four-way international incident between Sweden, Czech Republic, is it Czech Republic or Croatia? One of the two. They were minor players. Russia, of course, and Sweden, US, Sweden, Croatia, Russia. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, it was fun. The moves, the counter moves, the figuring things out, the different agendas. It was just a really, really fun, interesting book without, any lag time. It's a longer book. It is thick. It's 300 and some odd pages. It's a thicker book, but it moves. It moves fairly fast. So I read it in, even with taking a break, playing with my dog more, deciding I was tired because you still hear my stuffiness, I'm sure. I still read it in just a few nights of maybe an hour here or an hour there. It flows really well. It's interesting. It was easy to get to spots to put it down because it's not so action oriented that I had to keep going, had to keep going, had to keep going. Not that kind of thriller. It's more of the spy intrigue. It's the story's got a build. It's a nice build to a climax. And every time you think that's it, there's another little thing and another little thing and another little thing. So it was a really interesting read. It was good. It was fun. It would actually probably make a really good movie. There's some scenes in there that would really be great cinematography. So who knows? Maybe we'll get to see it on the big screen someday. But if you're a Steve Berry fan and you're into the Cotton Malone series, check it out. I say you should. If you're not, and you've never read Steve Berry before, you don't have to start at the beginning. This is a good one to just pick up right in the middle, the end, wherever this one ends up being. It is a 2026. It was brand new this year. So who knows where it's going to go from here. Right now it's the end of the series, but I'm sure there's more. There was not a for sure end point on this one. I don't believe in the ending. But like I said, I didn't read the rest of them, so I might be a bad judge of that. Who knows? Anyway, have you checked out openlibrary.org? I asked you about that last week. Please check out openlibrary.org. It's good. It's got, like I said, if you want to learn anything, anything or read anything that you can't get on your library. You can't buy it. You can't, they have it. They have it. Like I said, I actually read Macbeth finally on microfiche. So it had been a long time. I was a young kid in grade school when I was reading at the library on the microfiche. So this was interesting to see it actually put up into more of a digital form. But it looks like copy pages still, but you could tell it's microfiche. So it was really kind of fun, kind of interesting. But openlibrary.org, there's so many different ways to read, whether you purchase your books, whether you listen to your books, whether you go to the library. Libraries nowadays have audiobooks and they also have ebooks, so it's worth it to go check out, see what the local library, or Libby. Libby is an app that you can get and download that's actually done very well for me as far as audiobooks go. What else? Anyway, do some reading. Do some reading. Learn something, a little bit of something, even if it's that, you know, Sweden still has a monarchy and they like having a prime minister too, and the prime minister actually does everything and the monarchy is just there because it's always been there, type of thing, like I learned in Steve Berry's book. So, you know, there's always something. There's always something. If nothing else, it's a great mind away. Even if you're reading nonfiction, it's a great mind away. It's a great way to relax, and don't forget, it lengthens our lives. So, Steve Berry, The Devil's Bible, it was a good read. I recommend it, and I hope you check it out. Anyway, this is Lady Di with Lady Di's Book Club signing off for today, and I hope you keep reading.